Emma Hayes, the women's won the best coach of the year award at the FIFA Best Award. If you don't know, FIFA Best is FIFA's global soccer awards voted on by players, I think national team captains and media members, and kind of was seemed like kind of makeup calls for some of the misses at the Ballon d'Or. But let's start it all off. I mean, some Americans got awarded, but let's start off at the top of the list. Emma Hayes wins the FIFA Best Award for Women's Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, hard to deny that she deserves it, right? She won a gold medal with the U.S. women's national team. Obviously there was that period where we were waiting for her to arrive from England, and we had but obviously for her to move from the English game, where she was extremely successful, into international football and winning a gold medal, really makes it hard to argue she shouldn't have won this award. It's, I guess, is this a season award from 2023 into 2024, or is this a calendar year award because we're at the end of 2024? I guess that kind of matters, but I don't know. Emma Hayes is great. That's all I know.
Other American winners: Alyssa Nair wins female goalkeeper of the year, and in the top 11 included 3 Americans. We talked about it on the show. There was no Americans in the World 11, but at the Best Awards,
the FIFA Pro. Let make sure we're clear. The FIFA Pro 11, which is the players' vote, didn't have any Americans in it, and we were like, "What the hell? At least give our girl Naomi Girma some love. She's incredible." And here, the FIFA Best Awards have at least put to rest some of the notion that there is a bias against Americans, maybe in the women's game. You mentioned, okay, go ahead. Tell us what Americans made this group.
Let me clarify. The Best Award recipients were voted on by fans, current captains, and coaches of national teams and media representatives. And in the FIFA Best 11, it had included Alyssa Nair in goal, Lindsey Horan, and Naomi Girma. So 3 Americans make the top 11 on the women's game, and that seems a little bit more logical than the FIFA Pro list, which didn't have a single one. But like you said, Naomi Girma, at the very least, that was like a little bit jarring that the players wouldn't have voted for her, and she wasn't new on the scene or anything like that. I really couldn't wrap my head around, other than it being forward heavy. I couldn't understand why Girma would be missed out.
No, I mean, we talked about this. That is a list. That is the FIFA Pro Award voted on by players around the world, members of FIFA Pro. Clearly had a very heavy European bias. There are lots more players plying their trade professionally in Europe than there are in North America. And Naomi Girma, as great as she's been for the U.S. Women's National Team, and they won the gold medal at the Olympics, clearly there was some, hey, the club game in Europe is really where we're paying attention. And so you had 5 English players. You had, I think, 3 Barcelona players. You did have Linda Caicedo, who is Colombian, and you had Marta, who is Brazilian. Marta, I think, on the weight of her reputation through the years and winning as many World Player of the Year awards as she did, is part of the reason she was there. And then Linda Caicedo, the up-and-coming incredible talent for Colombia, who plays for Real Madrid. So, again, heavy a European focus when it comes to the club game. And I'm guessing here that the FIFA Best Award's a little bit more aware of sort of the international tournaments. It's a FIFA award, right? So FIFA saying, hey, we held, we're the ones that organize world football at the top level. And although there are restrictions and it's not exactly the same with the men's game, in the women's game, the Olympic tournament is a massive tournament, and it would only make sense that a FIFA Best 11 for the year would reflect the success of the American women at the Olympics. I'm not sure Lindsey Horan is one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment, but, and she does, by the way,
anymore.
Plays her soccer, her club soccer in Europe. Important to mention that she's one of the few Americans who do. No, Lindsey Horan has been great. Whether this is also a bit of reputation carrying her forward, I think is a fair question to ask.
Yeah, it really is. And kind of my mind also makeup calls. Vinicius Jr., who famously did not win the Ballon d'Or, won the best award with Rodri coming in second. Aitana Bonmati won best player on the women's side.
Well,
And it,
that's a Ballon d'Or echo. That's the
yeah,
same
that's
player
that's a
who won the
double.
Ballon d'Or, as opposed to Rodri winning Ballon d'Or and Vinny winning the best FIFA best. Bon Matisse got both trophies.
And in a funny note, Marta won the first ever Marta Award for goal of the year for her
Wow,
goal for Brazil against Jamaica.
that's incredible. Winning an award with your name on it. That's I can't. Can we think of another example of that ever happening?
The LA Galaxy, the
Like,
owner, isn't it
oh, Anschutz won the Anschutz. Well, yeah, but the team won that. He owns the team. I get it. He kind of gets some. He's somewhat involved, and I guess his name's on the trophy. I don't know. I think that's a different kind of flavor. But yeah, you're right. The Philip Anschutz Award was handed to Philip Anschutz this season, so I guess that counts.
has Lamar Hunt been awarded the Lamar Hunt Open Cup Award?
I think that was renamed after Lamar Hunt passed. So I think it would be difficult for Lamar Hunt to get his hands on the Lamar Hunt Trophy, being
Let's
as he's dead.
fair enough, fair enough. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad March is still with us. But it's odd that they would name it while she was current, and she's
Yeah.
still scoring goals. And there was
Well,
always the danger, always the
yeah.
threat of her Marta winning the Marta
Do you think
Award.
they thought about that when they were like, okay, can we name this award for Marta? She's still playing. What if she scores an incredible goal? Does she win the award? And do you think there's then a built-in bias for handing out the award when people are like, oh, here's the award for the goal of the year. It's the Marta Award, and they're like, oh, Marta's nominated. Well, I gotta vote for Marta if she's nominated. She gotta win her own award. That feels unfair. The field seems to have been tilted in the direction of Marta. Not that I'm denying her greatness at
And
all.
also, Marta being runner-up for her own award would be out of the all in its own right.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine that, losing out on the Marta Award to somebody else, Linda Caicedo or something. That'd be pretty interesting. Yeah.
So we can all collectively, relax now. The FIFA Best Awards are done. We can all breathe easy.
Vinny Jr. probably not exactly mollified by winning this and not the Ballon d'Or, but hey, at least you won something and people recognized your greatness, and Real Madrid doesn't have to throw a tantrum. Oh, which they're so good at. Real Madrid are the best at throwing tantrums.
Have they
Okay?
recovered from that fully yet? I'm not
No.
sure.
No, and they're still throwing tantrums over refereeing decisions in games that they just played and things like that. So it'll continue because that's who they are. That's
Uh,
who they are.
That's who they are.